reasons to serve on a nonprofit board of directors, but probably first and foremost for me is that it is an opportunity to give back to the community. Another good reason to serve on the nonprofit board is it really does give you an opportunity to expand the people that you know in the community, develop additional networking opportunities.
I think some of the keys to becoming a great board member are your involvement. I mean, it's not just saying I'll serve on a board, it's saying I'll put my time and effort into this. I'll spend a couple hours a week on a night, I'll spend some time on the weekend learning more about how my board can affect and how my organization can affect other people. I think that's the whole purpose of nonprofits is, you know, you're there to help out other people, whether it be with art or the community or some other way. You're there to make other people's lives better. If you can spend a few hours of your time doing that, it's just a great experience.
Some of the keys to being engaged is that, first of all, you must be passionate about whatever it is that you choose to do. If you're not passionate, there's nothing else that can come after that. You must also be willing to give up your time and your service. Anyone that cannot do passion, service, and time cannot provide any type of service to anyone in profit.
Well, the best way to become an engaged board member is to jump right in. There's no other way to learn how an organization or a board functions better than just diving in and doing the work. And finding a committee that fits your talents is usually the best way to start your service.
I'm new at this board game, but what I've used so far is I ask a ton of questions. Anytime I don't know what's going on, anytime I've got anything that I have any idea about, I ask questions.
They have to be loyal to the organization. They have to be committed in such a way that at the board meeting governance, they have to ask questions, not hesitate, not shy away. And asking questions does not mean that they're opposed to the CEO or to the organizations, but that is doing due diligence and taking up the fiduciary responsibilities and doing proper governance. You also should be willing to commit your own personal resources to the organization in order to support the organization.
To effectively ask people to donate to an agency of their time, of their talent, of their money. A lot of times I've learned over the years that people have a fear of asking how to ask. They don't know how to ask. You've got to know how to do it, and you've also got to know how to do it in such a way as not to oversaturate the market with your agency's needs each and every time they see you.
I have a financial background, so I tend to get involved with the finances of the organization. I serve on finance committees for both boards that I've been part of, so just finding an area that you fit in well and that best fits your skill set.
Some things you consider would be, one, if you've got the time to do it. If you don't have time to be on a board, you're wasting your time, you're wasting the board's time, you make the board less effective.
Well, I think I would have liked to have known just how much time commitment there is to serving an organization, because there's more than to just attending meetings, for example. You really have to have time to commit your resources and your energy and your talents to that organization. And it's more than just attending a board meeting once a month or a committee meeting once a month.
I wish I would have known how much I would gain from serving on a board. I think initially when people hear serving on a board, they think about the fact that they're going to be volunteering and helping the organization, but in reality, I've gained so much from being a board member.
One tip that I would say is that you have got to be willing to give your time. You have to be passionate about what it is that you are choosing to do. And if you cannot do either one of these, you are not the right person for whatever agency or organization that you are want to be a board member of.
Fundraising is not about necessarily the organization. It's not necessarily about the individual who's making the ask or trying to raise that money. That it's about finding a passion within someone else in the community who's a potential donor and helping them fulfill a dream that they have with something that they want to achieve.
Board members are there to set policy, to do planning, strategic planning, things of that nature. The staff is hired to run the organization, to manage the organization per the direction of the board of directors. So you need to know the distinguishing factors between the two.
I would recommend you get on a nonprofit board. It's a great experience, it's fulfilling, and you'll learn a lot more about yourself that you didn't know.
Just jumping into board service to have your name on letterhead is probably one of the worst things you could ever do, personally and professionally.
We have expertise in the area of governance and can provide them with a level of training and information that individual agencies are not able to do. So our role is really to supplement the recruitment and orientation process with effective educational tools. But it's really up to the organization to make sure that they are recruiting board members who have that background information and understand the roles and responsibilities they're agreeing to take on.